Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Brad Tragic, and today I have a movie review for you. And I thought this was going to be a little bit better of a movie review because I was ready to talk about it. And I thought it was going to be a super great review. And I was like, man, this movie's going to be awesome. I'm going to talk about a really, really good scary movie. And then I watched the second part of the movie. So I'm going to try and not spoil anything, but this movie's been out a while. This movie is on Netflix. I think it went on there. I think it's been on there a while actually, but it's called Sinister. It's a horror movie. It is a horror movie. Um, and well, it starts out really good. This is my little thing about it. I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was really really good. It's creepy. Uh, Concept is. I don't think I've heard anybody talk anything about like something like this. I mean, I'm sure somebody will say it's related. It kind of reminds them of some other movie. Um, but it's kind of weird. Like it's done in a way which I enjoyed. I thought it was a really good movie, and I don't think that there's gonna be a sequel. I don't think there was a sequel. I don't think there was. Um, but basically, this whole family was killed. Uh, they were hung, but they couldn't find the little girl. And nobody knew where she went to, and people were suspecting foul play and all this other stuff, and what happened to the girl. And, I don't want to spoil anything, but the little girl is gone. She's went on to do other stuff. And I don't understand, now thinking back on it, supposedly, no, I don't want to say that. Because if you haven't seen it, you need to check it out, because it's kind of a good movie to check out. It will creep you out though, because I think still, and if you watch it all the way through, I think in one sitting, it probably would be a little better. But in all honesty, I don't think it really affects my movie watching experience, especially if I stop it in certain places in the movie. If I stop it at a good place, that's fine. I think I stopped it at a perfect place. Um, but it's really good. It drew to a story. The story was drawn out really, really well, and the guy was seeing start. But here's my thing. He starts seeing things, but for some reason they wasted time setting up this projector. They keep coming on in the middle of the night. And what happened with this projector is they would waste all this time him just walking to the projector. And nothing would be happening. He would just hear sounds, stuff like that. One time his son had night terrors during the night when this happened, and his wife was yelling at him for it and all this other stuff, saying, what's going on? We just want to, we hope you like your book or whatever, because it's going to, ruin the family and all this other stuff. And this is before they got into a fight later on. Um, but all this stuff happens, things like that. And then, you know, uh, this bunch of things start to happen. But then later on, these ghosts of these children start showing up. And that'll kind of lead you kind of maybe somewhat of a spoiler, but I don't think very much of a spoiler. But these ghosts of these children start showing up in the house, and you see him like behind him, and he doesn't see him yet. He will later, but he doesn't see him now. But they're like sneaking up behind him and like jumping into the room like behind him or something. And they did this like near a pivotal point of near the pivotal point at the end of the movie. But they didn't do it the first two or three times. They just had him walking and him hearing kind of sounds or something like that. I don't know what it was. But he would just be walking kind of slowly and he'd be looking around. And that's all they did for the first couple times. I'm just like, you wasted that whole entire time. Your son's night terrors had nothing to do with the story. Literally nothing to do with the story. And you wasted that. And at the end of the movie, something happens. They went to another location to get away from the climatic part of the story. And it didn't help. It didn't do anything. It followed them, and then the climax happens suddenly. Like, this is my problem with the movie, is that the climax happened too soon. Um, it should have been a little bit longer, in my opinion, or they should have cut out like at least one of the scenes where he's waking up to the phone projector. But I think the way they did it and why they had to do it that way is because they were revealing a little bit at a time on the movies. As he got up, a different part of the movie would be playing. He wouldn't even be watching it, or was a part of the movies showing up on the table beside the projector. I think that's what was going on. Some of the movies were showing up next to the projector, I think, when he woke up at night, and he would watch them, and then he would learn more, and then go to these professors and things like that, trying to figure out what's going on. 'Cause, I mean, he's a true crime writer, and that's what's going on in the story. He's a true crime writer, and he's trying to write the story about the hanging of this entire family. And if you kind of put together what I told you so far, it kind of spoils it, but not really. The movie is a decent movie. It's not a bad movie at all. Would I watch it again? Probably not. Maybe all the way through, like in a couple of years. If it shows up on Netflix again in a couple of years, I'll probably watch it again just to see if it's better all the way through one time. But yeah, yeah. Anyways, movie was pretty good. Like I said, I just think that they could have did could have been like 5-10 minutes longer, or yeah, I mean I think it could have been 15 minutes longer. It would have been a hell of a lot better movie than what it was. It wasn't. I think it was like an hour and a half, which wasn't that bad of a movie. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the movie review. Let me know if you've seen Sinister. Write your comment down below. What do you thought about the movie? If you liked it, hated it, what did you like or hate about it? And any other movies? What was that? Came out of nowhere. Something entered my body and tried to come out. Anyway, I'm being possessed before your very eyes. What the hell? Anyways, any movies you would like me to review that's on Netflix, let me know. I'll check them out. I really don't know what movies to check out. I just keep picking random movies to watch because I really have no idea. Some movies I'm just looking at like, I don't want to rewatch this. I just don't want to watch those right now. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe as always, and keep on rocking, keep on watching movies.